Okay, welcome. Let's continue with our data structures and algorithm. We started yesterday. We looked at how we can reverse a string. If you have A, B, C, you want it to reverse so that you can have C, B, A. So how do you do that string reversal? We checked out some algorithm and we looked at one using extended slicing. So we're going to look at other algorithms and we're going to understand what big O notation stands for. Big notation. Big O notation is very, very important. Out of the various algorithms that we will have, which one is most effective? Which one are we going to spend lesser time? This is very similar to building a house. I told us that building a house is similar to building a software. The fully built house is the same as the fully built software. The block, cement, glass, and all those things you use in building the house, they are those data structure that you pick out to build your software. The art of building the house with those blocks, in order for you to have the house, is what we call algorithm, the steps in the algorithm that you use the data structure to manipulate. So those algorithms, you use them to manipulate the data structure, which are the building blocks of a software, for you to have the software. So the way that Noel is going to use the cement block to build a house is not going to be the same way that Anselm will use the cement block to build a house. And it's not going to be the way that Ibrahim is going to use the cement and all those things to build the house. And that is why we have different ways of building the same house. So in Ibrahim's way, Ibrahim might be consuming more cement. That means we are going to waste more resources to complete the house. Noel might be taking so much time before he completes his house. Anselm might just consume very small cement and at the same time finish the house in time. So in that same way, we have different algorithms that we can use to solve a problem, but there are some of them that you can solve the problem in lesser time. And that brings us to the concept of the big O notation. So with the big O, you're going to find out, you're going to be able to select from various algorithms the best one that can solve a problem, consuming limited resources and limited within the smallest time. You're able to solve a problem and you solve it in a very effective and flexible way. And that is why big O notation is so important. So in this class, we are going to be introducing big O. But in subsequent class, we are going to be looking at algorithms and be solving the big O notations. So that given an algorithm, you should be able to tell me the big O, the index and everything. So to get started, I'm going to quickly share my screen. I don't know whether I'm audible on the earpiece. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to open up my VS Code where I have the codes. The codes I have here, I've not updated it on our website. So I'll do that immediately after this class. So yesterday, now what is our problem now? So we are going to be looking at the big O. Then what is our problem? Our problem is to reverse a string. That is our problem. So we want to solve this problem. This is like building a house. We want to have a reverse string. That is the end part of the house. Now, to do this, we need to use what we call algorithm. And this algorithm is going to work on some data type or data structure. Okay, so I told us that Data types of structures. Please, Noah, put your this thing on mute. Okay. So I told us that the data type of structures are those building blocks. They are our cement and everything that we need to build the house. The algorithm is the way we use in building the house. The reverse string is the house that we built. So what will just have up here is synonymous to what do we want to achieve for house? We want to have the house completed. Okay. Now, what is the algorithm here? Algorithm is the what? The method of our construction. Abi? Steps in our construction. Then what are the data types and structures here? We have the what? Cement. We have the what? The blocks. We have the what? The woods. Okay. So you can see that this is similar to this. So I want to use this analogy for me to explain what algorithm and data types are. So now, you want to complete your house. It's similar to building a software. Now we're building a simple software that does what? Reverse a string, isn't it? So we are building a software that will do what? Reverse a string. So this is similar to build a house to completion. The algorithm, which is the way we use in achieving this, which are these steps that I've written down here, is similar to what? The steps you use in your construction. What are the steps you use in construction? Number one, you have to dig the ground, isn't it? Do your foundation, isn't it? You start putting blocks, you raise it to lintel level, you do your lintel, isn't it? When you're done, you roof and paint. Those are the steps, you understand? In that same way, the algorithm or the steps in reversing a string involves creating the function name, isn't it? And returning the reverse string. Are we clear on that? Now, what are the data types that we use? Which are the building blocks for this? We are using a string, isn't it? We are not using stack or queue, but we are using a string. So that's why I say data type or data structure. Is that clear? So you can actually use a data type or use the data structure. Then for building a house, what are the things you need? You need your what? Cement, blocks, wood, and the rest of them, isn't it? Samuel, can you understand the analogy now? Okay. So now in building this very house, the way that Sam is going to build this house will be different from the way Kashmir is going to build this house, and it's going to be different from the way Ibrahim will build this house. Are we clear on that? In that same way, the algorithm that we can have to reverse a string, we are going to try out. Can you see this algorithm using extended string? We are going to call it what? Reverse underscore string. That's algorithm 1. Is that clear? Then after that, we are going to try using the dot join algorithm, which we are going to call reverse underscore string 2, which is algorithm what? 2. In that same way, we are going to try another method by using a list, and we're going to call it reverse underscore 3, which is algorithm what? 3. And we are also going to try another way, which is using loops. Is that clear? So there are many algorithms that can solve this same problem. Now, what is big O? Class, are you listening? In using big O notation, you're going to be able to study these various algorithms and tell me that the best algorithm is algorithm 1 because it's taking less time and it's more effective. Joshua, you understand what I'm saying? It's similar to telling me that you've studied the way Sam is building his house, you studied the way Kashmir is building his house, you've studied the way Ibrahim is building, and you're able to tell me that Sam in building his house He's more economical. He doesn't use too much cement and too much block. And he's able to finish this house within 3 months. Whereas Kasme took 1 year to finish his house, and he almost spent all our cement, and he kept demanding for cement every time. Is that clear? And Ibrahim was just consuming all our woods. After using the woods, he will bring down the wood, he will reconstruct another wood. He spent all our wood out that we don't even have money to continue the project again. Class, can we not tell me what Big O can do for us? Can you understand it? You understand? So Big O is able to help us choose from many algorithms, you understand? When we're able to calculate the Big O notation index, we'll be able to know the one that is better algorithm. Is that clear? So that's what we'll be doing in our next class. But I want you to understand the concept of Big O, the function it can perform. Do we get it now? Do we get it now? So that's the essence of this class. So the other essence is for you to check out the other algorithms for string reversal. This is the algorithm we looked at yesterday, isn't it? Did we look at this very algorithm? Are you seeing the algorithm there? That's what we use. This is called extended slice algorithm for string reversal. And it's so simple because you simply say return S, then in brackets, in square brackets, you put or double colons and say -1. Once you do it, it will just reverse. Is that clear? So this is the simplest, shortest algorithm. But this might not be the most effective algorithm. So how do you find out whether it's most effective or not most effective? Who can tell me? Big O, thank you. Kasme, is this clear? When you go for interview, they are going to ask you, what do you understand by Big O? You understand? You will be able to extend this. You understand? So in the next class, we are going to actually calculate this Big O. You understand? I'm going to give you an, oh, well, please now. Don't worry, I've done it for you. I'm going to give you a given algorithm. Say this one. We'll calculate the Big O. Is that clear? We'll look at this one that is using join. You can see that this one using join is also very simple. It's also a one-line algorithm. You simply say what? Return. You put double quote 2.join. Then in brackets, you put what? Reverse S. So this can also reverse this tuple and change it to another thing. So for you to test this code, how can you test? Who can tell me how you can test this code? Ibrahim, tell me how you can test this code. On comment, back. Is that clear? Are we listening to me? Samuel, just remove these comments here. Then run as what? The name of this file is what? Stringrev.py. Stringreversal.py. So do Python stringrev.py. You run this one. Is that clear? It should give you the same answer. Is that clear? You uncomment this one, run again. You uncomment this, run. So do that. You see that all of them are going to perform the same function, which is building a house, isn't it? In our case, is what? Reversing a string, isn't it? So all of them are doing the same thing. But we're going to use Big O to know the one that is more effective. Ibrahim, is this class clear? Kasme, is this class clear? Samuel, is this class clear? Joshua, is it clear? IK, is it clear? So that's where we're going to stop. So please, these codes, we are going to write them and run them in our next class while we are experimenting our Big O. So study them now and understand them. Are we clear on that? Okay. So see you when I see you. Remember, everything you want is in Christ Jesus. The easiest way to get into success is by being a born again. So before I forget, we're preparing for a hackathon. At the same time, our hackathon has been postponed to 23rd and 24th of next month. So you guys are going to win. That's the essence of going for the hackathon. I'm taking you guys to Lagos. You're going there to win. So we are preparing on machine learning. We are continuing our machine learning since we have a lot of time now to prepare. So prepare and we are going to win it. Next month, we are having our program. Next month, our software development program is starting next month. We are going to be teaching you a whole lot of things, how to develop websites and make money from the website. So this is my check from Google. It just arrived today. I'm going to be showing you how you can develop your website, connect with Google AdSense, be able to start getting your money. This is from Google, so you can check it out. Tell my boy in the recorded version of this video, it will scan it and show you guys. So this is, I just got it from DHL today. They normally send to my account straight through wire, but because I wanted to show you guys, so I demanded for check this time around. So we're going to be showing you how to develop websites. So if you want to register and have our online support, you can pay for it. It's only 30,000 money back guarantee. If you don't like the class after the 4 months of the training, we'll return back your money to you. It's as simple as that. And most of our lectures you can follow through this very YouTube channel, Austin Kenne. Go to YouTube, just type Austin Kenne. You see our website there, so that you can. You see our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, so that whenever we release any video, you'll be the first to see them. We're going to be teaching you Python, be teaching you data structures, just like we're teaching you now Django. Plenty things. You will learn a whole lot of things during the 1 month class. After the 1 month class, the next 3 months will be online support. If you're working on a project, you should be able to build out your project. Okay, thank you. See you when I see you.